back to another Let's Draw. My name is Nikki, and this is Nikki's Journey to Mastery. Today we're painting a portrait of a girl that's glowing. She's got glowing hair. Let's jump into it. So this painting was actually inspired by Cutest Introvert's work from Instagram. Eva, I think her name is. I'll leave a link to her Instagram in the description and to the picture that was the inspiration. I'm not ever sure like if I can put other people's work up on the screen. I only usually put my stuff on the screen, so just to be safe, I'll just link to the picture that was the inspiration for this. It was that picture had this glow coming from behind her neck that I thought was just so cool and so pretty, and I've seen it done before and I always liked it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Just, practicing and challenging myself. So that's what this piece was for. So because of that, the composition or the concept behind it is not that deep. It's not that interesting. It's not like a character that I thought of, or it didn't have that many interesting aspects about it. So I tried to add a few little cute things, like a little star on her cheek, a little bandage on her nose, both of which I almost forgot to put in until the very end. But those were just to make it interesting and make it a little different, so it wasn't just this boring, face and hair. So, it really is not that interesting of a concept. But that being said, I really like how this came out in the end. It really bothered me. I will admit that it really bothered me how simple the concept was, because one of the things I really like to do when I do portraits is convey something interesting, to have some sort of meaning to my picture. If I do faces, I like to either have an interesting expression, or something interesting in their pose, or something interesting in their makeup or jewelry, or I don't know, some aspect of it that makes it different and therefore interesting for me looking back on it and in the process of doing it as well. But that's always been my struggle. I remember when I quit, I didn't quit, but I stopped drawing for a whole year, because every time I went to draw, I drew the same thing over and over again. I loved portraits, I loved faces, so I kept drawing faces, but at the time when I was doing it, I couldn't think of anything interesting to draw, an interesting face. I didn't use any reference or anything at the time. I was just kind of drawing out of my head, because I just wanted to up and draw. I wasn't really focusing or studying or anything like that with my art. So I got really bored and I got demotivated, and I felt like, well, I can't draw anything interesting. What's the point? And I got really depressed about it, and I stopped drawing. I just stopped, just like that, for a whole year. If I look back in my sketchbooks, a whole year was missing. And then when I found Twitch, I don't know, somehow the inspiration just came back, and I found some interesting ideas that I wanted to draw. And because I was doing Twitch, I kind of had this, this motivation to say, hey, I want to draw something interesting for whoever is watching. So I'm going to keep drawing every day. And that's what I've been on this roll since 2020 because of that. But anyways, I say that to say I love to draw interesting, different, maybe even quirky pictures. I still don't feel like I've reached that goal, in all of my work yet. Some of them really hit gold for me, and I'm like, wow, I really love this and I want to do more like this. And then some of them are just eh. When I was doing this one, it was kind of like that. I was not pleased with it, and I just felt, this is so boring. Why am I doing this? But I realized I'm not doing this for the picture itself. I'm doing it to practice the glow in the hair. So that's what drove me to keep going. That, and the fact that Movie from my Twitch chat was like, don't give up or else. So that also motivated me to keep going. I try very hard not to give up on a piece. The only time I'll give up on a piece is if it's early on in the piece, in the sketch phase, and I'm just not feeling the sketch. I don't really believe in pushing something that's just not working. especially because I'm still learning and growing as an artist. I'm not at the place where I can actually spot all my mistakes and spot all the problems that are causing me headaches. So I might not even figure out, oh, this is a problem until I'm like way down the line in the painting phase, which happens sometimes. But usually when it does happen, it's something small that I can fix relatively easily. I mean, relatively. But if I ever do a sketch and I just feel like something is like so not working, I hate it, I'll just leave it and do something else. But usually my modus operandi is to keep pushing forward, even though it's challenging, even though it's hard. If it's just challenging and hard, I don't give up on it. But if it's not working, then it really gets me thinking, maybe I should just stop and try something else. I don't think I've ever done the thing where like I've gone all the way like halfway in a painting and stopped. At least not in a long time. I have in the past. And that at the time was like I had been doing some very ambitious work, and it was a little bit out of my league what I was trying to do. So I kind of failed at it, and it was a frustrating experience. I think I could have still pushed forward. It could have still worked if I had just keep going. But I don't regret giving up on those in the past. I think I've just grown as a person now, and that's what's important, right? Growing and progressing as your life goes on and not staying stationary. I'm looking at this now. I realize we're doing the eyebrows, and I just want to like mention really quick. I have noticed, and it's finally jumped out at me in a way that maybe I will make a change after this. But whenever I do eyebrows, I tend to lose the expression that I had originally intended for the eyebrows. And the reason I think this happens is because I'm so super focused on getting the strands to look realistic and getting the edges to not be so dead straight and getting the shading under it to look right that I completely forget about what is the shape of the eyebrow? Is it like furrowed? Is it, raised? What's going on? And I tend to forget what I'm doing when I do eyebrows, when I'm rendering the eyebrows. And I noticed I did the same thing again in this one. Like I had a much more emphasized furrow to her brows in my sketch that I thought would have worked much better than what I have now. Like what I have is okay, because I think I kind of noticed that I didn't fully do the eyebrows to the expression that I had, and I kind of adjusted it, but I don't think it was enough. Looking back at it now, I think I could have done a lot better. But that's something I've noticed, and it's something I wanna fix in the future. We are now doing the hair in Procreate. As I've said multiple times before, I much prefer painting hair in Procreate, so I've kind of made it a habit now of every time I'm ready to do the hair, like I finish everything that I can in Paint Tool Side, and then when I'm ready, I go do the hair in Procreate. So that's what I did. And now we're finally doing that. I had a little trouble with the lighting with this one for the hair, because my idea was the purple was coming from inside her hair, and there was a blue light to her back. So I just realized that I flipped the canvas and never flipped it back, because my final piece has her back to the left and my original piece had her back to the right. I don't know why I just realized that. That's because flipping the canvas in Procreate is so easy. I just realized I did that. Anyways, yeah, the lighting. I wanted this blue lighting coming from the outside, so it's a much cooler light, and the purple light from her hair. I was having trouble like figuring out the placement for it all. I don't know if I got it right. Like knowing where the light is cast, I think in the majority of it is okay, but some of it is a little iffy to me. I'm not sure I captured it exactly as I wanted. And then finally I remembered, thank goodness, I remembered to add my little bandage and star. Really, really cute. I've always wanted to do a little bandage on one of my characters, because I always think it's very cute on a character have this little bandage over their nose. I think it's really cute. And then I just did this cute little star with some glittery effects. But yeah, here are the final close-ups. But yeah, this was a good one. It was a great experiment. I'm really happy with the result. I think I accomplished what I set out to do, which was to practice that glow in the hair. Hopefully with this I can maybe put it to good use in other pieces in the future. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of this video and maybe of your own art journey. If you want to connect with me, feel free to check out my links, my social links in the description. My Instagram is there, my Twitch is there, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!